The Rough Country Flush Mount Hard Tonneau cover. So included is going to be our hardware, our mounting rails, the cover itself, and also drain tubes to channel water out of the way, but we'll get to that in a little bit. The only thing you need to install this is going to be a 1/2-inch socket and a T30. And the T30, we're going to loosen the upper header on the back side of the cab. From the factory, there's a small gap between each side. We're going to take the gaskets that Rough Country provides, put those on each end of that header, then reinstall it to ensure a proper seal at the front of the bed. One other tool I'm going to be using is a drill with a 5/8 drill bit, and that is because the drain tubes have an option to where you can drill into the bed and route those so any water that gets in the track channel will run straight down onto the ground. That's the way we're going to install this. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it's the way I like to install it. First thing we're going to do is unbolt that front header and install our gasket. I've already done it on the passenger side, but I'll go ahead and show you how to do it on the driver's side. You can see the gap I'm talking about here. So off camera, I installed the passenger side gasket. I need to install the driver's side. I'm gonna leave that last bolt in and just kick the rail up, install it, drop it back down, and put my bolts back in. We will remove the gasket from the backing paper, bring the rail up. Now we will bring the rail back down, bolt it back in place. We'll leave them all loose until I've got them all started, and then I'll go back and tighten them down. All right, now we're going to install the mounting rails for the bed cover onto the Tacoma. It's very simple to do. We provide these that slot right into the cargo management rails. You'll slide those in, and then we'll bolt the rail directly to those and secure it. I've already done the passenger side. You can see how that mounts up. First step in that is going to be to remove this plastic cap from the rail end. So you just simply press that in and slide it out. And then there are 3 mounting slugs, if you will, slide right in. We'll slide this one all the way to the end. We'll slide another to the middle and leave one around here, and then we'll grab our rail. All right, let's get the rail, get it in place, and get it bolted up. You'll notice a notch on the end. That's going to correspond to this particular rise on the bed cap. You're going to get the end of the rail flush with the indention that the tailgate comes into. Once you do that, you'll be ready to line up your mounting points and bolt it in place. Just like everything else, I'm going to get each bolt started before I tighten it down. Before we mount the driver's side rail, we're going to go ahead and drill our hole for our drain tube. You need to be aware of what is on the other side of where you're drilling, especially on the driver's side. There's a fuel filler neck right around here. We're going to be going as close to the cab and to the inner wall as we can. I'll start with a pilot hole, and then I will drill a 5/8 hole. We'll mount the rail and then install the tube. All right, we've got the 5/8 hole drilled. I'm gonna go ahead and insert the drain tube. Make it a little easier. Once we get the rail in, all we'll have to do is bring the tube up and connect it to the rail. So we will set it in and to the side for now. Give it a little kink so it doesn't fall all the way down, and we'll mount the rail. The The rail is secure. I'll connect the hose to the barb on the end, and now we're ready to mount the cover. There's a carriage bolt. The square portion is what we're sliding into the rail itself. So the cap goes in, and then the square portion lines up in this area. We'll slide it into place, and that's going to hold that bolt when we get ready to tighten it down. We're going to leave them loose now. Going to install the others, set the cover on, and then we'll mount it. I'm actually going to set it. All right, now it's just a matter of setting the cover in place, clamping those 4 clamps, and unfolding the cover. Once the rails are installed, it requires no tools to mount or dismount the cover. Now that we've got the clamp secured, we'll simply fold it out. And if you look here, these are spring-loaded catches. So we'll fold the first half down. They'll click into place. If you need to remove it, you'll pull this to release, one on each side. You can bring it back up. That's it. We'll close the tailgate, weather seals across the top, and now everything in the bed is protected from prying eyes, from light fingers, and from the elements.